get ready, warmed up for Pete. Okay, second question. In 2009, Pete...
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
This is for beach weather. I'm cutting you off. Sorry, Peggy. Beach weather at the Mission Theater, April 28th. Okay.
All right, so here's the question. In 2009, Pete collaborated with what actress on the album called Breakup?
Okay, I saw his hand first. That's correct.
Nice. That's getting a little better. By the time Pete comes out, you're really going to have to work on your applause, because this is kind of lame, I'm telling you. And Pete's here just for this show, so we got to make it worth his time.
Peggy, you're so salty.
I know, I really am.
Okay, so these next tickets are for Lizzie McAlpine at the Theater of the Clouds at the Moda Center. That's on the 13th of May.
And this is a KINK question.
Okay.
In what year did KINK go on the air?
I saw this hand right back there first.
No.
68.
1968, yes. That's right. It was in April of 1968, I believe. Anyway, I'll do house rules right away since they always like me to be the heavy. So if you haven't been to the PNC Live Studio before, welcome. Make sure you come and look at the shows. We've got some great shows coming up. Just a couple of rules. You've got a cell phone. Feel free to take photos, take videos. Turn the volume down. Actually, turn it off. And turn off your flash. Please don't talk during the performance. We got a nice full house. We want to make sure everyone can enjoy it. Have a great time, and feel free to tag PNC Live Studio. Feel free to tag KINK. What else did I forget?
I think that's, do we have a meet and greet with Pete Yorn after the show?
We do have a meet and greet.
All right.
Whitney, can you confirm? Yes! Oh, sorry. Yes, we do, Gustav. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely, Peggy.
All right, Pete's going to be out in a few minutes. Seriously, work on the applause. You don't have to clap for me, but make sure you clap for Pete. I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for Pete Yorn. Keep it going. The suspense is building. Pete Yorn, everybody.
Hello. Hello. Happy Thursday. Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. All right, we can play some songs for y'all. Great. 1 2 1 2 1 2 check check. Take my hand, come with me to this crystal scenery, and wait till I retain the ticket. 'Cause you will never have the time. I would love to change your mind. You were there, and it was good in the beginning. Over here, I see the lights arranging twilight sages. Get to here to the other. 'Cause you will never have the time. I would love to change your mind. You were there, and it was good in the beginning. We were there, we were good in the beginning. Take my hand, come with me into this crystal village, and see the light so frightened by this. 'Cause you will never have the time. I would love to change your mind. You were there, and it was good in the beginning. Take my hand, come with me. I see the light so brightly, and we fall as if we never really mattered. 'Cause you will never have the time. I would love to change your mind. You were there, and it was good in the beginning. We were there, we were good in the beginning. It was 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 good in the beginning. Oh, take my hand. It was good in the beginning. Take my hand, it was good in the beginning. Take my hand, it was good in the beginning. Take my hand, oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Yeah.
and gentlemen, Pete Yorn.
What's up?
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming by and playing. We super appreciate you being here.
My pleasure. I have good reason to leave the house. It's very nice.
You know, and speaking of leaving the house, Pete, you know, typically you'd be doing some sort of tour dates, you know, in the area. You'd be playing somewhere in Portland this evening. This is like your only stop is like right here in this room.
Just came right here to be with you.
He came right here to be with us. Which is great. It's such a treat for us. So thank you again for doing that. The last time you and I chatted was December of 2010. We were in our early 20s. And you had just gotten married like a couple of weeks before. You had gotten back from France.
That's true.
I'm sure I was disturbing your honeymoon, but you were kind enough to drop by and play some songs. But during our conversation some years ago, you told me something interesting, and that was you said you could write pretty much anywhere. It didn't depend on, you know, a certain setting or a mood or whatever. If something struck you at the time, you would take some mental notes, you'd write things down, you'd go into a studio, you'd do that. Is that still kind of the same process for you, or do you need more solitude? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, the only difference I noticed in a lot of my voice memos, I sneak off there's a front room in my house, like a little library room, you know, small area where I keep my guitar sitting around, and I'll sneak in there and I'll, you know, now I got an iPhone, I'll do the voice memo on there, and I'm like, got an idea, I'm writing some down, and all of a sudden at the end of it here, Dad! And so that didn't happen then, and
Yeah.
I'm like, and I never want to be like, I'm writing a song, like, get out of here, you know, like, I'm kind of like, you know, hey, if the moment, I've learned to like, actually, if my daughter, she's 8 now, but if she kind of comes like yelling for me or interrupts like the magic moment where I'm pulling magic from the ether, you know, like my knee jerk was always to be like, you know, and then I'm like, let me use that. There's something there. And I'm
Right.
just like, what do you got? What are you saying? What's up? What's going on? And there was a few times where she'll say like something mundane that she needed, or I want you to come to my room, and I use it and I throw it into the song, and it actually ends up being a cool thing. And it's so much better that way. It's like give her some weird memory of her dad being all like jacked up about that. Like I don't want to be that guy, you know. And so yeah. But I could write anywhere. It's true. Like a lot of people, like if I was going like on a trip to Hawaii or something, people be like, "Oh, you're gonna go sit on the beach and write songs." And I'm like, nah, I usually don't do that. Like I
Sure.
usually don't write in like the beautiful place or like the scene where you might think a person might write. I kind of like write like, you know, like randomly jump out of bed in the middle of the night and put something down in the bathroom, or you know, stuff like that. Just like random mundane moments. So yeah.
That's inspiration strikes at crazy times, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned Hawaii. That's your last full-length album came out
That's
a couple
right.
of years ago.
Yeah.
And in that time,
Was it a couple of years
it
already?
was 2022. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Right? So in that time, obviously you've got this new song as well, Someday.
Yeah.
And in the interim, you were in a movie recently as well, which I'd love to talk about just a bit, because I'm sure you haven't heard enough about that just yet. But Killers of the Flower Moon, you guys seen it? Killers of the Flower Moon? Checked it out just recently, and without giving out any spoilers, this for me, it was great seeing you in this movie. And the interesting thing also is that there's other musicians in there as well. There's Jason Isbell, there's Sturgill Simpson, there's some guy named Jack White who's in the movie. So I'm wondering, like anytime I see a movie like that and I see multiple musicians, I'm thinking these guys must have gotten together and talked about music or collaborated in some way or something. Did anything like that go on behind the scenes?
You would think that, and a lot of people ask that, but I don't think any of us are in a scene together. So in the way a movie gets made, like we never worked together. We never saw each other. It's the different days.
Right.
So I never saw Jack was after the fact.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wasn't in a scene with. I was hiding out, and I was my character's very hard to find as it is, but
Yeah.
I didn't really interact with many people at all. I was kind of this lone guy.
Other than Robert De Niro, of course, who you had a great
Oh, yeah, I
dialogue
did-
with.
I did-
Yeah, you
I
did
did have a
talk to
scene
him a
with
little
that
bit. Yeah. I mean, being directed by Martin Scorsese, I mean,
Yeah, all that happened.
for the
yeah.
first foray into movies, I mean, this is setting the bar pretty high. I mean,
Yeah, I said don't call me unless it's that sort of thing.
But I mean, Pete, I'm kind of surprised that this didn't happen a little bit sooner for you, just given the fact that you have brothers who are involved in the industry.
Yeah.
You've been longtime friends with Scarlett Johansson. You're an easy on the eyes kind of guy. I mean, what was it that sort of cemented this for you with this movie role?
Yeah, you think they would have shoehorned me in something years ago, but no, I think I had known Marty through my brother for years, and I get the story I got it. The casting happened during the full-on like quarantine pandemic time, that when everyone was separated, not allowed to leave your house, that sort of thing, and they're doing meetings over Zoom. And I guess I heard someone had the ideas, or a bunch of them had the idea they wanted to cast a bunch of musicians as some of the outlaws in the movie. That's why there's a bunch of musicians in it, and my name got thrown in the hat, and I got the opportunity to audition over Zoom like 3 times, and yeah, that's I heard someone say Marty liked my weird face for the guy for this character. He's a weird kind of cat, and I don't know what's going on in that character's mind, but he did some bad things, and they wanted me to do that, so I did it.
That's some good resume building material right there. It's got a weird face.
Yeah.
Directed by Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
The end. We were going to invite Peter Buck from REM to come down today and see you because he's in the area. But as it turns out, he's not in the area, unfortunately. He's in Norway, of all places. Not sure what he's doing there, but you've worked with Peter Buck several different times in the past. Tell me what that was like. What was it like working with him?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I'm a huge REM fan, from as a kid and still. And yeah, Peter played some stuff on my second record, and we met when I toured. I opened for REM on tour many years ago, and we had a great time. And all those guys were really cool. And yeah, he's been a friend. I haven't spoken in a while. Last we've been in touch. I think was his birthday last year. I gave him the happy birthday text. If I pull up my phone, it's probably the last time we talked. I was like, happy birthday, Pete. That sort of thing.
Did he leave you on red, or did he respond?
No, he did respond. I think he was appreciated that I hit him up. Yeah.
That's good. You've worked with any number of people over the years. Is there anyone who you're hoping to work with in the future as far as some collaborations are concerned, or anyone you're thinking about reaching out to?
Gosh. You never know when like the magic's gonna happen, so I have an open mind about it. People have asked me that question over the years, and some of my heroes I don't even really want to meet, because I'm kind of like, let it just be a thing. I don't want to know everybody, and I'm just weird like that. But and I don't mix. It sounds like I mix with like famous people, but I don't really mix with famous people. I'm pretty stick with my home family. Sure. and keep it simple. But I have over the years crossed paths on a night or two of some people of interesting. I'd be like, wow, that was crazy. What was that? But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play a festival in Kansas City, Missouri. No, in St. Louis, Missouri. Excuse me. In like September, and I saw Nile Rodgers and Todd Rundgren are on it, and I would like to meet them, and see their sets.
Oh, Nile Rodgers. I mean, he's a legend. That'd be cool to meet him for sure.
Yeah.
You're also playing Bottle Rock Festival down in California for the second time now, down in Napa. They invited you back. That's cool.
Well, I was supposed to play it last year, and then I had a medical emergency happen. I had to get a surgery, and I could not play the show. It was the first show I ever canceled in all my years of performing, and I was really torn up about it, but I was literally torn up on my body.
Wow. Okay.
So I thought maybe it was about 2 weeks before. I thought maybe could I do it, and there was just no way that it wasn't going to happen. So they were like, well, Petey, we're going to have you back next year. Don't worry about it. And that's what they understood.
That's a great festival. I'm glad you're part of that. That's
I
great.
heard it's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, we are glad to have you here playing today for us at the PNC Live Studio here at KINK. I'll let you get back to it. But once again, Pete Yorn, everybody.
You just tell a short story about Peter Buck. Speaking of Peter Buck, and I'm not really ready to play this song because I haven't played it in a long time, but I might do it for fun. I used to play Driver 8 was like one of my favorite songs by REM, and I used to play it like this. Walls were built up, stone by stone. And that second chord was C, and Peter caught me playing it. He was like, that's wrong. And I was like, what? He's like, it's E minor to A minor, and I was like, it is? So I was playing it like this. Walls were built up, stone by stone, but the A minor is much, I was like, you know what, you're right, dude. So I switched what he said, and it goes, the walls were built up, stone by stone. Just a subtle little change in it. He knew the song. He knew it. He was correct. So yeah, that's my one of my Buck stories. All right, but I'm not gonna play that. Do you want to hear Driver 8? You want to? You want to hear? All right. Well, I'll even try and do the riff. Let's see. The walls were built up, stone by stone. Fields divided one by one. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We've been on this ship too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We can reach our destination. Still ways away, but it's still ways away. Saw a treehouse on the outskirts of the town. Power lines have lowered so the airplanes won't get snagged. The bells are ringing through the town again. Children look up, oh, they hear our skyline bells ringing. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We can reach our destination. It's still ways away, but it's still ways away, but it's still ways away. It's still ways away. Feel the silver haze. The way I put myself to sleep. Feel the silver haze. The way I put myself, my children to sleep. Finally did this song in a green light town. Children they so bang while the girls went to sleep. Locomotive said so repressive, hear those bells ring again. The fields of wheat is looking thin. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We've been on this ship too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We can reach our destination. It's still a ways away, but it's still a ways away, but it's still a ways away, but it's still a ways away. Cheers. All right, that was fun. I didn't play that. I used to love playing that as a kid, and I think Mr. Isbell covered that on one of his records, on his Georgia Blue record, and he was in the movie too. I mean, connections everywhere. There's just connections. All right. Oh, what can I play? Let me try this one. Yeah, I put a couple records out in the last few years. And the pandemic, I didn't get to really promote them much, so I'll play a song. It's called Calm Down. From a record called Caretakers. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's a good record. All is well in my hometown. People sleeping in the street lights. If there's a memory at all, I wish I knew then what I know now. Calm down, you know I'm telling the truth. And when I look at you, you know I'm telling the truth. Calm down, I never had to choose. 'Cause when I look at you, I know there's none to lose. All is well in your world now. People sleeping through the daylight, and all the melodies come back. I wish I knew then what I know now. Calm down, you know I'm telling the truth. And when I look at you, you know I'm telling the truth. Calm down, I never had to choose. 'Cause when I look at you, I know there's nothing to lose. I cry, but I wouldn't change a thing. No, I wouldn't change a thing. And all the times we tried, no, I wouldn't change a thing. No, I wouldn't change a thing. Calm down. All right, let's play this new. This is a new single we've been talking about. Someday, Someday. Oh, it's so much harder than you thought it would be. You throw it all away when they come calling. Never the one for a long goodbye. Leave before the end, then you're off running. Should've seen it true, but you held it so tight, hidden so well that it fooled me. Now you're out walking on the edges of life, selling that same old smile just to get by. Someday I'll try. Forget the look in your eye. Someday I'll try. You told me you're afraid of the sea, like your family. Oh, it's falling down. All this time in an endless night, with a weary heart leads to morning time. Should have seen it true, but you held it so tight, hidden so well that it fooled me. Now you're out walking on the edges of life, selling that same old smile just to get at me, yeah. Someday I'll try. To forget a look in your eyes. Someday I'll try. Thank you. All right. I think I got a couple more songs for you. Let's see. Appreciate you coming here after work today or whenever, late in the day, on a weekday. But it's always nice in here. Thanks, KINK, for having me again. I think it's almost like 4th or 5th time playing here, so I appreciate that. Let's see. I just want to play this song. I don't know why. It's a simple song. It's a simple love song. It's called A Girl Like You. Someday I'll look into her green eyes and know that she'll come with me, a girl like you. Too many things I do not care for, but one thing that I adore is a girl like you. I'll always try to look you in the eye. It's okay with a girl like you. Tomorrow I think I'll tell her something, a thing that I haven't said to a girl like you. And even if I don't know what the day will bring, still I can tell most anything to a girl like you. I'll always try to look you in the eye. It's okay with a girl like you. It's okay with a girl like you. A girl like you. All right, thanks. I got one more song for you. I play, I don't know how many years ago. It must have been 24 years ago when I first came to visit KINK in Portland. Probably my first trip ever to Portland. They brought me, I hadn't even put my first record out, and I was just getting ready to start letting people know who I was, you know, and they brought me into a Columbia Records, sent me up here, and they sent me over to the station, and there was a pizza party in the conference room for all the people who worked there, and like, hey, meet Pete. And I came there with my guitar, and my buddy Walt was with me, and he had a little tiny amp, this little Dan Electro amp. It was like a 12 inches by 12 inches, and I played maybe 3 songs, you know, just like an introduction thing. And I played the song I'm gonna play for you next. And I think they were in the whole country. They were one of the first stations to add my music, so I'm always appreciative of it. I was 4 years old that year. on a chain. You share the same last name. As a joke, I sent a bottle of whiskey. As you choked, you said it made you feel dirty. Yeah, I was waiting over here for life to begin. I was looking for the new thing. You were the sunshine, ahead in my front line. I was alone, you were just around the corner from me. Time alone is good, 7 days in the city, in a dirty neighborhood. You know you never convinced me. So I sold the town away, I couldn't wait to forget you. I was killed in half a day, I had time to regret you. R-E-A-C-T, I was waiting over here for life to begin. I was looking for the new thing. You were the sunshine, ahead in my front line. I was alone, you were just around the corner from me. Yeah. Still on the chain. You share the same last name. As a joke, I sent a bottle of whiskey. As you choked, you said it made you feel dirty. All waiting over here for life to begin. Still looking for a new thing. You were the sunshine, head in my front line. I was alone, you were just around the corner from me. Yeah. You were the sunshine, head in my front line, just around the corner from me. Yeah, you were. You were the sunshine, ahead in my front line, and you're just around the corner from me. Just around the corner from me, yeah. All right. Thanks so much, y'all. Hope you enjoyed that. To the beautiful children, thank you for being here.
Once again, everybody, Pete Yorn. So, Pete, I'll let you get settled for just a couple minutes here, but we have a meet and greet opportunity with Pete Yorn. So what we'll do is we'll have the upper level of the PNC live studio here first. You guys will get to line up. And then everyone down here, just hang out for a little bit until the line gets a little bit shorter, and then you can line up as well. But Pete has been kind enough to do a meet and greet with us this afternoon, so we'll get that started in just a bit. Once again, thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate you.